From the Streamline Sale Arena inside the Jenkins Fieldhouse here on the campus of Florida Southern College in Lakeland, Florida, welcome to Florida Southern College men's basketball. Tonight, the nationally ranked Mocs will take on the Spartans from the University of Tampa. Hello again, everyone. I'm Jim Henderson, and yes, the Mocs are nationally ranked. They are 9th in the country, first time this year that they have been in the top 10 in the country, and they're playing a team tonight that has struggled so far this season, the Tampa Spartans. Well, let's bring on my broadcast partner, Chris Burgess. And Chris, the Spartans are 5-12. They're last place in the league, but there are no free lunches in this league.
Yeah, especially as a rivalry game. You know, every team's going to get up, especially against their rival and come ready to play. They're trying to get on the right path, so they're trying to get started. And it would be a big for them to come in on our home court and get a win. So we got to come, play prepared, be focused. Everybody play team basketball. We should come out with a win.
Well, they beat Lynn by 2. They have beaten Embry-Riddle, who earlier this season beat the Mocs. So, I mean, if you look at comparative scores, Mocs better be ready.
Yeah, this team is dangerous. When they want to play, when they actually play together and play as a collective group, this is a dangerous team. They can beat you if you come out like a day school and not ready to play. So I think we got enough seniors, especially with Jack and Brett. They're going to get the team right, get them ready to play this game and come out with this win.
Well, Jack hit his 1,000th point here last Saturday night against Palm Beach Atlantic, the 44th Moc to do it, and he and Brett Hansen have really been leaders of this team all year.
Yeah, it started from their freshman year. They kind of got that chemistry going. And this year you've seen they always got better and better as a complete player. It's their senior year, and I know they want to go out with a bang. So they got this team playing really well together. Like I said, the number 9 in the country. Hopefully they can kind of get that up in the rankings a little bit more, but got to take one game at a time. Tonight's going to be a big game for them.
Well, an official unveiling of that beautiful thing right above us here, the Mid-Florida Credit Union scoreboard. We'll talk more about that as we go through here tonight. When we come back, Chris will be with Mocs assistant coach Greg Langston to fill us in a little bit more about tonight's game. All that coming up here in the pregame on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.
Good afternoon. I'm Chris Burgess, and I'm here with assistant coach Greg Langston. And Greg, 3-game winning streak for this team. How you just keep that rolling for this team?
So we made a run going into break, and after break it's always hard to get back on your game. But we've been doing a good job. Couple kite wins, but a win is a win. We just got to get back to what we started the season doing, and we're going to be fine.
And this is a rivalry game against Tampa. I know they're at the bottom of the league, but it could be a trap game. This could be a really dangerous team. They beat up Lynn pretty good as well too. So what's going to be keys to winning this game tonight?
They're coming off a great win. They've been hampered with injuries, but this is a good team. They have a lot of playmakers. They have a lot of size. They have a 7-footer, so we're going to have to play our game plan, play defense, which is the most important thing, and if we do that, we'll be okay.
Well, good all luck to you tonight. Hopefully I'll get the win. For everybody watching, we'll be right back. Send it right back to my partner, Jim Henderson.
All right, Chris, thank you very much. Yeah, it should be a good game. I mean, don't necessarily look at the Spartans' record of 5-12 and 2-7 in the Sunshine State Conference. That doesn't mean a whole lot whenever two teams like this get together. I think we're going to have ourselves a pretty good basketball game. And, of course, the one thing we didn't really talk about too much there in the open is that this could be a little bit of a trap game for the Mocs. And I say that because Barry's coming here Saturday. Then next Wednesday, the Mocs are at St. Leo. And then the following Saturday on February 1st, Embry-Riddle comes to town, a team that beat the Mocs earlier in the year. So those are three really high-level teams. And this Tampa team has shown in the past that it can beat people, and the Mocs simply cannot afford to take it for granted, especially after now reaching the highest level that they have all year. And Chris, also, and level meaning the national ranking, and also after the game here against Palm Beach Atlantic on Saturday, where the Mocs seemingly had it won and almost lost it.
Right.
In fact, Palm Beach Atlantic was shooting for the winning shot at the end of the game and scored the tying basket late. I mean, you just never know what happens here.
You just got to learn from your lessons. Seems like they kind of lost focus, playing like the game was already over instead of playing playing the game all the way to the end of the buzzer. This is a really, really good team. They got seniors who got experience, been in situations like this before, how to bounce back. Like I said, they're on a 3-game winning streak, so even though that was a close game, they almost did lose to Palm Beach, they still find a way. They got that win, and hopefully this can be a 4-game winning streak against the rival Tampa.
Well, that, it says a lot. They probably should have lost the game, but they didn't.
Right, exactly.
They won it,
right,
and that's important.
Yeah, you don't want to have too many of those because teams like this, Tampa, or just anybody in this conference, you just can't take a night off because I feel like every team can pretty much make it a challenge if you don't come out ready and prepared.
Well, you can see both teams are continuing their warm-ups. We're not too far away from the start of tonight's game. Couple of interesting numbers right now. The Mocs are the third leading scoring team in the league at 91.6, but Tampa is third in the league at preventing points.
Okay.
So you have an offense-defense situation here. The Mocs are third in field goal percentage at 48. But Tampa is last in the league, allowing 43.4. So that says a little bit about the fact that the Mocs may be able to score some points here tonight against this team.
Yeah, just got to play our game. I think we're going to wear them out. We've got to play up and down, play together, make sure everybody gets involved within the game. You just don't want to have a lackadaisical game where you're not focused defensively and allowing this Tampa team to get confidence because, like I said, they got two pretty good, decent wins within the conference, and they're a dangerous team.
Well, it's interesting, too. We look at the Mocs at 91.6, and we see all of this sort of up and down all the time. They are first in the league in defensive rebounds and first in field goal percentage defense.
Yeah.
They're allowing opponents 41.6.
Yeah, this is credit to Mike Donnelly. This pace is really fast-paced, but in order for these guys to also play defense and be attentive on the defensive side is really impressive, and that's with the leadership as well too. You got guys who's been there and understand the system, what Mike needs. So he got guys really good system, and they just got to continue with that.
Well, as you can see, the teams are gathering around their benches. They're going to be heading out to their respective foul lines, so that means we will have our national anthem. Then we'll get to the starting lineups and get this show on the road here. There'll be a little presentation beforehand, and we will have a special halftime guest tonight here at the Streamline Sale Arena. It'll be Steve Mosley, who's the president of Mid-Florida Credit Union that helps on this team. And there's the presentation to a ball for Jack Roush, his 1,000th career point. We mentioned in the open, it was here last week. And, he got it early, Chris. I know you weren't here. He came out and hit his first threes, and just there it is, and there you go.
Yeah, from his freshman year, just grown a lot. Big-time leader on his team. And hopefully they can continue that. He can continue with that and have a big-time senior year.
Well, I think we're going to have our national anthem, so we'll go ahead and step aside, let you have that, and then we'll get you the lineups and get this show on the road. Well, let's go ahead and get you the starting lineups. First for the visitors from the University of Tampa, Martin Lakovic is a 6'7 junior out of Riga, Serbia. He's averaging 9.7 points, 7.6 rebounds per game. Derek Felder, 6'2 junior out of Yonkers, New York, transfer from Herkimer College, 12 points, 5.9 rebounds, and 4.1 assists per game. Gio Diaz is a 5'11 junior out of Plant City High School and Hillsborough Community College. He's averaging 3.6 points per game. Kadeem Guy is a 7-foot junior out of Dakar, Senegal. His numbers are not all that impressive right now at 3.4 points and 7.4 rebounds per game. And the final starter, someone the Mocs know very, very well, Pat Bacon, the 6-foot senior out of Indianapolis Lawrence North High School, 22 points a game, 4.1 rebounds per game, 3 assists per game. He is third in the league in scoring, fifth in free throw shooting, and first in minutes played, nearly 39 minutes a game. That's the lineup for the Spartans. Head coach in his 37th year by Richard Schmidt. 686 wins at the University of Tampa, 714 total wins for Coach Schmidt. Jalen Hinton will start off the mock starting lineup, the 6'7 junior out of Boston. He's averaging 15.4 points, 9.9 rebounds, 3.2 assists, and a national leading 4 blocks per game. Jair Rogers is a senior out of South Bend, Indiana, transfer from Concord to three-point specialist at 12.5 points per game. The great Brett Hansen continuing his march up the record books. 6'2 senior out of Manchester, New Hampshire, 21.4 points, 7.6 rebounds, 5.2 assists per game. Brett Hansen is in the top 10 in mostly all major Sunshine State Conference categories. E.J. D'Amberville, the outstanding sophomore out of Dorchester, Massachusetts, averages 14.2 points and 6.4 rebounds per game. And then Jack Roush, boy, what a great senior year he is having. 13.5 points, 6.5 rebounds, 3 assists per game. And he has, as we mentioned, become the 44th mock player to reach that 1,000 career points that are here early in the game against Palm Beach Atlantic on Saturday. Stephen Anderson is our referee. Reginald McNeil and Jordan Connolly will work with him. And our game is just about ready to get underway. Sit back, relax, and enjoy men's college basketball Division II style here on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Spartans are out in the visiting reds. Mocs are in the home white. And we are just about set to go. Chris, I would think a good start would be helpful.
Definitely. Just got to play our game. No pressure. You just come out. This is what you love to do, play basketball, and just play as a team. And I think you should be fine.
Opening tip belongs to the University of Tampa Spartans. And coming out for the side will be Lakovic who will pick it up. Trying to get down low, and Hanson will get a hand on it and get a steal for the Mocs. And he'll bring it back up the floor. First possession for Florida Southern. Hanson needs some help and finds Jair Rogers out there. Deep three, nope. And a rebound out of bounds. Yep. It's going to stay with the Mocs, knocked out by Gio Diaz.
You know he's going to shoot that. There's just too much space for him, so you know he's going to let that go. But off the gate, really good defense. Good job paying attention to detail, getting that steal.
So Rogers will inbound it. Roush will get it in the corner. And here's Jair back out the other way. And now for E.J. D'Amberville. Rogers had an opening. Didn't take it now. Little runner won't go. And a rebound yanked down by the big guy. That's Guy. And back the other way comes Tampa. Trying to make a move there is Pat Bacon. And again, he plays 38.6 minutes a game. Means he hasn't been in foul trouble. We got a travel violation on Lakovic going the other way. Bacon in 5 games against the Mocs has 80 points, 25 rebounds, and 15 assists. Hanson will bring it up.
Familiar face there. We definitely got to keep an eye on him, though.
Here is Hinton. Back out. And now Rogers. Of course, Hinton faked the jumper, got it to Brett. Brett will take the deep three. That's short. Rebound grabbed up by Hinton. Finds Hanson going in. Runner. Yes, he got it. First basket of the game for Brett. He went over the 1,900-point mark in his career in the last game. So he is tracking 2,000. Mocs with the early lead.
Got caught. Yep. Got caught trying to get the steal right there. Ended up being in a bad position. Ended up getting an easy layup.
Well, 82nd career point against the Mocs for Pat Bacon. Here is the Amberville 4-3. No.
I thought it was gonna roll in.
And the rebound to Lakovic, and Tampa coming back with the game tied.
We're getting shots, getting opportunities and pretty good looks for our guys, just not hitting them right now.
This is Bacon giving it up. Lakovic sends it to the left. Trying to make a move there was Harris. Nice spin move. Shot blocked. How about Hinton? He just blocked it away from Guy.
It's a 7-footer he just blocked.
Brett with his 4th point of the game. Mox by 2.
Once again, really good defense. Just paying attention to the sky report. Jalen coming over with the big-time block. And again, getting in transition, getting these opportunities right there for Brett.
And a near steal by the Mox. Gio Diaz ran that one down. Diaz trying to go through traffic. Does. The layup is up and in. How about that move by Gio Diaz? Little reverse. Mox back the other way. Hanson going all the way. Got it. Yep. How about Brett early? 6 points. And the Mox go up by 2.
Good job of just getting out the net and beating them down the court. That's just transition defense. We're going to attack them because we like to run up and down. Just a great job right there by Brett, just going all the way.
So here is Lakovic with it. The Mox with a 2-point lead. About 3 minutes in so far. Back out. This is Bacon. Looks like Hanson has him. Deep 3 out there will not go. Rebound comes down to DeAmberville off the miss by Lakovic. And here are the Mox with the basketball. Hanson knocked away by Pat Bacon, who's going to get it. He's going down, and EJ will let him score. Bacon now with 4, and we're all even again.
And Bacon did a really good job at poking it out from Brett. I didn't think he was going – usually you don't see that too much, but good job defensively right there by Bacon.
Tampa back the other way off the Mox miss. Here's Bacon again. Hanson just trying to stay with him and does. Back out for Bacon. Did not play last year because of an injury. Oh, that's trouble. And Rouse blocked the shot. Jack blocked the shot. He's got it. Hanson's got it. Roush will set a screen for him. Brett will take a 3. No. Rebound comes down to Guy.
And Guy, I thought he had a dunk pretty much. He just kind of waited, and Jack was like, okay, well, I'm going to come back, blocking the shot.
With it now is Diaz. Gives it up. Diaz gets it back. The open jumper won't go. There's a rebound by Hanson. And he'll push up for the Mox. We're all even here. Hinton, Rogers faked it. Dumped it inside for Jalen. Can he go up on the big guy? 8 shot blocked, and he'll shoot free throws.
Yep. Good job just being patient. Almost got called for 3 seconds, but being patient, getting the pump fake, and going out really strong.
So we have our first media time out of the game. Mox and Tampa all even right here on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Welcome back to the Streamline Sale Arena here inside the Jenkins Fieldhouse. Good look there at the Mox bench. And so far, Chris, the Mox only 3 of 9 from the floor in the game.
Yeah, and Brett has all 6 of our points right now. Got to get other people involved, but I just like how we've been getting up and down. And defensively, we've got a couple blocks, especially on the 7-footer, and been paying a lot of attention to detail on the defensive side. Just got to continue with that.
So our Mid-Florida Credit Union scoreboard has us all even here after the first media timeout. Tampa only 3 of 7 so far, but Pat Bacon's 2 for 2.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job. He's really under control. Like I said, we've seen his face a lot over the years. Really good player, averaging 22 points. He's just playing at his own pace. And, like I said, it's a big game. He's trying to get his team prepared and trying to get him on the road.
Well, he did not play last year because of an injury, so this is his 5th year. And he missed a little time earlier in his career as well. And Jalen Hinton gets a free throw to go. Mox and Hinton, both Hinton and Brandon Carroll have had problems with free throws. In fact, I'm thinking the last game against Palm Beach Atlantic, they were out of the game at the end of the game because they they were 1 for 7 combined from the free throw line.
Oh, wow.
And now Jalen just hit 2 now, and those are big free throws. Looks like he will come out and Brandon Carroll will come in.
Yeah, definitely. And usually, like I said, Hinton, he hit 2 for not the game winning, but they tied up earlier in the year like it was nothing. And, you know, Brandon's been playing really well over the last couple of games. So sometimes it happens. You just got to get back into it.
This is Bacon. Hanson staying right with him. That should be fun to watch. Down low, this is Guy. Little jump hook, doesn't go. How about Brandon Carroll getting the board for the Mocs? And he's going to push. Ball is kicked, trying to go to Roush inside. And the Mocs will keep the basketball up 2.
Yeah, good idea. Like I said, Jack did a really good job defensively, just keeping his ground. You see, he almost had the layup. If he didn't kick it, he outran the guy going down the court, and he would have had a layup.
So an inbounds pass coming up. Nearly a fresh 30. It's 26 on the clock. So Jack will inbound it. He finds Brett, who was open, and now Bacon closes him down. Brett's going to take him to the glass. He'll go up. Shot is partially blocked, and the rebound comes down, it looks like, to Mr. Guy.
Yeah, it looks like he kind of lost the basketball, too, and then was able to crowd him and make that shot a little bit more difficult.
Back out it comes, knocked away. Who's going to run this one down? It's going to be Brandon Carroll who's going to go up. Shot blocked. One back by Tampa. All the way back down comes Mr. Bacon. He's cut off. This is Diaz. He will nail the 3. Gio Diaz now with 5. And the Mocs are down 1. DeAndre Campbell came in along with Xavier Rhodes the last time out. They're both in there now for the Mocs. And here's DeAndre trying to make his presence known. Lost the ball out of bounds. It's going to go now to Tampa.
All right, there, just kind of quick offensive possession right there. Try to go one-on-one. But we can't give Tampa them wide open opportunities because that's how they get confidence. It can make it a long ball game if they start knocking those down.
This is Bacon. And Hanson with him. Bacon sees an opening. Hanson going in, cut him off, and blocked the shot. How about Brett? This is Lakovic. Carroll with him. Here's Bacon again. And Lakovic. Nice little spin, and did he travel? No, they're going to say and one. They're going to call an and one. But for a second there, he might have walked, but they call Carroll for the foul, and Lakovic on the board with his first points.
Yeah, that was a big time move right there by Lakovic. Brett did a really good job on Bacon blocking that shot, but coming back down and spin move with the one opportunity, that was a big time move.
Shot did not go. Mocs will bring it back up the other way. Looks like Hinton coming back. Next dead ball. Here's Jack. And back out for Campbell.
Yeah, just kind of playing on the perimeter, it seems like now, because I know they have a 7-footer.
Ball knocked out. Mocs will keep it. Hinton coming back here. Looks like E.J. Damberville coming back. Jack will come out. Hanson sits for the first time.
Yeah, we're not shooting really well right now. We're shooting 27%. I know it's still early. Haven't hit a 3-ball yet either. We got pretty good shooters on the court. So we just got to get into the game. Got to attack that 7-footer, make a decision.
Carroll missed the shot. There's the rebound by Guy. Tampa coming back the other way. This is Bacon. Inside, does it go? That time it does. Guy with his first basket. And the Spartans with a 5-point lead.
Yeah, you got to box him out. Even though he misses, he's so long, he's so active, he can get pretty much just tip it right back in. That was a travel right there.
Yep, Rhodes going to be called for the travel.
Got to be able to shoot. So like I said, if you're going to drive and attack, you got to be able to shoot that outside jump shot or attack and make a really good play for somebody else. And unforced turnovers throughout the game could hurt us if we continue with this.
Yeah, Mocs only 3 of 12, while Tampa 6 of 13 from the floor so far. And again, we talked about no free lunches in this league. This team can play a little. There is Bacon will miss the 3. Tipped out to Tampa. Bacon going to get it back. And he'll reset.
Yeah, those can hurt. Like I said, if you just don't play with a lot of energy and just kind of take this game for granted, it can hurt us.
Diaz dumped it off. He probably should have gone up and scored.
Yeah,
he would have. He was going to score, yeah.
But I'm not sure if he was worried about Jalen or Brandon down there, which, like I said, are really good shot blockers and go in there and get that shot.
Rogers for Campbell. Jacob Schneer into the game for the first time. And let's see how it's going to get Xavier Rhodes out. So Jacob Schneer will bring it up. Mocs trying to find that 9th guy in the rotation here. Jacob's got a chance to be that guy. This is Carroll. Stops, pops, no, tip, no.
Yep.
Rebound Tampa, and here come the Spartans the other way with Bacon. He will slow it down. Carroll stayed right with him. Back into the corner, Lakovic, and now Diaz. Diaz going through, dumped it off. Wide open 3 will go. by Jacob Harris, and Mike Donnelly wants a 30-second timeout. The Spartans have opened up an 8-point lead here on the Mocs, 8 minutes into the game. And it's going to be a full timeout, so we will step aside. Wow. Yep. Spartans by 8 here on the Mid-Florida Credit Union scoreboard. We're back after this on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Well, there's your score. Mocs are down 8 early on. Tampa has a 10-0 run the last 2:22, and the Mocs, Chris, 0 for 6 scoring drought a little over 3 minutes.
Yeah, we're not really in a rhythm offensively. We got a couple offensive possessions in transition. Might want to get back to that because it seems like we're kind of worried about the 7-footer down there. So we need to try to see if we can attack him, make him pull him out or something. And defensively, we're just not talking. We're not communicating right there. That was a good offensive execution by Tampa when they got the 3-point shot.
Well, Mr. Guy has 5 rebounds in the game, 4 of them on the defensive end, so that means he's been a little bit of a factor on some of those shots.
Yeah, and even though he's not blocking them, it seems like they're worried. Instead of going all the way to the basket like we used to see him go, it seems like they're kind of stopping short or trying to shoot the low jump shot over him. But you got to attack the 7-footer and make him play.
So here is Hansen. Mocs down 8 in front court. Now here's Rogers. Back out for Schneier. And Rogers. Into the corner, E.J. got it. There's the first 3. E.J.'s first 3 of the game, and the Mocs are down 5.
You got to be ready to shoot. They're going to move the basketball side to side. That was great offense right there, and he was just ready to shoot. Had his feet set, and didn't think about it. You just got to be confident about what you're doing out there.
Back out it comes now for Lakovic. Dropped it off for Harris, who backs it out. And now Lakovic again. And Harris.
Good defense.
Working those 2 guys. Lakovic going up. Oh, they call a foul. They call a foul. Looks like on E.J. Dammerville. And that'll be his first.
Seems like we're kind of allowing them to get straight line drives. Even though they're not blowing by us, they're getting paint touches. So you're allowing the referee to be able to make a call, or you're allowing your help side to try to help, but right now they're hitting shots.
Free throw will go for Harris. He has 4 points and got them both.
Yeah.
So the Mocs again down 7, and Hansen in front court. Here's Rogers. Wanted to shoot, couldn't do it. Hansen driving in on Bacon, stops, pops, missed. Rebound for Guy, number 6. Bacon back the other way. Here's Diaz, faked it. Bacon. Little right elbow, won't go this time, and there's a rebound by D'Amberville. He's going to push it up, and he finds Jacob Schneier. Dumped it down for Hinton. Jalen, wide open. EJ takes the 3. No. Ball knocked back, out, it's going to stay. Ooh, let's see, they're going to say Tampa ball. So Roush coming back in for Schneier here. Mocs down 7, a very slow start, only 4 of 16 from the floor.
Yeah, one of the last 9 actually from the field. So I know with Mike, he's going to say he's not worried about the offense, but you got to be able to hit shots too.
Here's Lakovic. Back out Harris. And Guy. Diaz. And Bacon. Working it around. Guy wants to post on Roush. He will go up. He'll fire it hard, too hard. Rebound D'Amberville, who threw it away. 1 back by Bacon. Bacon going in on D'Amberville and will not score. He'll get another rebound, does EJ. Got away with that one. And here's Hansen the other way. Brett, spin in the lane. And a goaltending call. And that'll give Brett 8 points in the game, and the Mocs are down 5.
And we only had 4 turnovers, but that could have been an easy layup right there for Tampa. You see they're playing with a lot of energy. It seems like we're trying to trap now. You got a situation.
Let's see what they call here. Maybe a clock deal here. Let's see. We are halfway home in the first half. Tampa will get it back. Let's see if they leave it at 28. I think they will. Nope, 27. Okay.
I wonder what the delay was to stop it, though.
Inbounds pass coming here now. Rogers is with Gio Diaz. Nice little move by Diaz into front court. Harris. Or rather Lakovic, and now Harris. And here's Guy. I like to see him out there.
Yeah.
And there's a steal by Hansen, and Bacon's going to let him go. Hansen will jam just to get everybody fired up. 10 points for Brett Hansen. And Richard Schmidt wants a timeout here as the Mocs have crawled back to within 3. It's going to be a 30, so if it is and it stays the 30, we'll keep it here. So a little bit of a run there by Florida Southern. The Mocs now with Tampa, holding Tampa without a field goal for the last 2:39. So a pretty impressive run there.
Yeah, right now offensively we're not getting the job done. We're just not hitting shots, which is okay. So defensively you got to create opportunities for your offense. And right there, really good job by Brett just anticipating that pass and getting that steal for the dunk. Hopefully that can get them on the roll and get them going offensively. You see right here, like I said, got the steal. Easy dunk with the left hand. And that's what you got to do as a senior. Hopefully they continue to follow him and get some energy on the defensive end.
Mocs down 3. Foul's not a factor. Florida Southern has 2 in the half and Tampa 1. Good look there at Mike McElbeeka, one of the Mocs assistants here. We have him on sometimes. Wasn't his night tonight. It's Greg Langston's night. Well, here we go. Bacon in front court. Brett with him. And here's Diaz. Dumped it off the guy in the paint. And maybe a foul. I think maybe Jack got him because they really swarmed down on him. And Jack did, in fact, get the foul. His first, team's third, and Tampa will make a sub as Carl Swenson into the game. Like the women, Tampa only played 7 players in its last game. The win over Lynn. Harris and Swenson were the guys. Felder actually did not start tonight. As we see Bacon fading away over Brett, and Brett's going to get a foul.
Just kind of just lobbed it right over. They didn't even run a play or anything, just wasn't paying attention, lobbed it right over, and Brett ends up getting his first foul.
So Bacon with 4 points in the game. We mentioned he's one of the top free throw shooters in the conference. Got to do a little mop-up duty here. Even though it's cold outside, it's not that way here.
It's freezing outside.
Oh, come on. It's not that bad.
I'm bald, so my little head be cold.
Okay.
Oh, you missed one. Jam on.
Yeah, Bacon. Yeah, see, I did a pretty good job that time. Finally, I get one right here, it looks like.
You got a couple guys who are pretty good free throw shooters. You've been getting them for some reason this year.
Yeah, Bacon gets 1 of 2 this time. Yeah, he came in at 83.7%. So a 4-point lead for Tampa. Here's Rogers. And DeAmberville. All the way out for Jair. Lost the ball. Got it back, barely. And we got a foul. Going to be called on Swenson here.
No doubt. Almost lost the basketball.
So only 2 fouls here on the Spartans in the first half. Rogers will inbound right in front of the Spartans bench and head coach Richard Schmidt. Back out for Hansen. Brett, little fade, short. And the rebound comes down to Bacon, and he'll bring it up. Still with it. Kicked it out to Harris. Bacon gets it back. Here is Guy. Roush has him. 6'7" against 7 foot. Harris for Bacon. Good job by Jack to prevent the shot. There is the shot up. No. Rebound to Hinton. Jalen's going to push himself for Brett. Down low for Jack. An easy bucket. That's basketball right there. Mocs are down 2. And Roush on the board for the first time tonight.
Great job right there by EJ coming to help side. Just making it tough. He thought he had a wide open layup, but he didn't see EJ. And then great pass right there by Brett to Jack. And like I said, they've been playing. That chemistry's been there. Just finding the big man for the easy layup.
Swenson gives it up. Deep 3. That won't go. It's going to be out of bounds, and it's going to go to Florida Southern. Bacon, the last to touch it. And we are going to have the under 8 media timeout. Mocs are down 2 here on the Mid-Florida Credit Union scoreboard, but they're starting to play a little better. Back after this on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Welcome back to the Streamline Sale Arena here at the Jenkins Fieldhouse. Mocs are down 2, but Chris, starting to look a little bit better now, but still only shooting 35%.
Well, defensively, we're doing a better job. Tampa was shooting around 50%. Now they're around 35%. We held them of their last 7. No field goals in the last 4-14. So our defense has picked up. Just offensively, once our shots start falling, I think we should be okay. Just defensively, got to keep that same intensity.
Well, don't forget the Mocs will be back home here on Saturday night. The Barry Buccaneers will come, and they're playing Nova tonight. Right now it's a 3-way tie atop the conference with the Mocs, Barry, and Nova. Well, the game is at Barry tonight, right, but it should be a good one.
Yeah, in this conference you got a 3-headed monster with us and Barry and Nova. So I'm going to be really interested to see how that game plays out because we got Barry, like I said, this weekend.
And when they play Nova again, it'll be down there.
Yeah, that's going to be
in
tough
February. One. Well, D'Amberville's going to bring it up for the Mocs. Hanson's in, Rogers in, Roush in, and Hinton in. Here is Hinton. He wants to go in, and they're going to say a block inside, and boy, Richard Schmidt's up. He didn't like that one at all.
Yeah, he thought his player was there right enough in time, but he might have flopped a little bit, started falling before Jalen even hit him, so he called the blocking foul.
So the foul will go on Lakovic, who will get his first, and that's 3 on Tampa now. So you see head coach Mike Donnelly there trying to get his club going here a little bit of a slow start. Here is Hinton, kicked it out, faked it, was Hanson, that is. Dumped it down, Rogers, a little reverse, will score his first basket of the game. And we got ourselves all even here with 7:25 remaining here on the Mid-Florida Credit Union scoreboard.
Yeah, really good patience right there, just relaxing, making sure that on the offense.
Bacon gives it up now for Swenson. And back out for Lakovic, and here's Bacon again. Dumped it off, deep 3 by Harris. That's in and out, tip up, no. And a rebound, D'Amberville finds Brett. Mocs on the move. Brett going to try to go, dumped it down for Hinton, and a jam. Jalen with 4, and the Mocs go up a pair.
That's Mocs basketball. Like you said, running transition, get a stop first, running transition, and then share the basketball. Right there, really good job by Brett. Once again, finding Jalen for the easy dunk.
Do you feel the rhythm might be starting to pick up a little?
Yeah, they're trying to, especially the 7-footers now out there, so you see them attacking the paint a lot more.
Lakovic missed the shot. EJ with another rebound for the Mocs. He's got 6 in the game already. He's going down, dropped it to Hinton, couldn't get it. He'll go up anyway and score. Yep. So Hinton will get 6 now, and the Mocs lead has grown to 4.
Like I said, once again, we're attacking that paint. We're going in there, we're taking advantage since the 7-footer's not in there, taking advantage of attacking the paint, getting easy layups and opportunities.
Yeah, 3 baskets in the last 40 seconds for the Mocs. Bacon kicks out. Harris, corner, Lakovic drops it out. Diaz, big 3. Oh, that's a nice shot.
Yep, that was big 3.
Gio Diaz has his second 3 of the game, 8 points overall. Moc lead is down to 1. Rogers for Roush, for Hinton. For Rogers for 3, no. Rebound Tampa, and that's Pat Bacon. Bacon with his 5th board of the game, and they'll turn it right back over, and the Mocs will get it back. So here comes Guy back in the game.
Yeah, Coach, he was out just, like I said, he hasn't blocked any shots, and not a big-time offensive threat so far in this game, but it's just his presence around. Kind of has been affecting them. First couple minutes.
Well, he's scary because if he gets better, he's going to be really good. He's a junior, so he's got another year. D'Amberville gives it up. Here's Jalen, lost it, got it back. Kicks out for Rogers. Jair driving through, dumped it down, and we got a foul. And let's see if they give him a shooting foul here.
Looks like it.
It's like Brandon Carroll coming back for the Mocs. So Diaz will get his first foul, 4 now, and Jair Rogers will shoot a pair for Florida Southern.
Good job right there by Jair. He's really crafty. Like I said, he's not super athletic when he gets to the rim of dunking, but he has really nice floaters. He knows how to get contact and get to the free throw line.
Rogers, a 73.3% free throw shooter. He's got 3 points in the game. Brandon Carroll comes in for Hinton. And one more for Jair. Can give the Mocs a 3-point lead. Second shot is good. So Jair now with 4. And the Mocs with a 3-point advantage. And here's Diaz.
Yeah, I know right now your offense is not where you want it to be, but you don't need home runs. Just little by little, win possession by possession before you know you'll have a pretty big-time lead.
Bacon 3, no good. Long rebound for Roush. Here's Rogers with the ball. Jair going all the way down, stops. Inside for Brett. Brett fakes, goes up, scores.
Yeah, yep.
Brett's got a dozen, and the mock lead grows to 5.
That's again really good patience. And we're still attacking the paint. I like you see, you got to attack the paint, even though I know the 7-footer's in there. Got to attack the paint and try to see if you can get these opportunities. And Brett just did a good job of being patient to get the layup.
Oh boy, how do you expect to pass that hard, that quickly inside and hold it?
Yeah, there's a lot of focus that's right there, especially you're so close. So that easily could have been a turnover in Tampa on the way to the runs, but really good job just being under control.
Tampa with the ball. Lakovic trying to go in, kicked it all the way back out for Guy. Here's Harris. And now Lakovic again. Knocked away. Ooh, we get a foul? I think we do. Let's see. Is it Jack? Yes, it is. Jack will get his second foul. 5 team fouls now on Florida Southern. And let's see, that's going to get Hinton in for Roush here.
Yeah, I think that's his second, right? Yep, 2 fouls on Jack, yep.
So Bacon will inbound right in front of the Mocs bench. And here is Diaz. Mocs by 5. Guy the screen. Diaz almost lost it. Wanted to go to Guy, and they couldn't get it to him. Diaz gets it back. Real slick ball handler. Traffic layup. Whoa, that's Hinton. He just crushed the shot. Jump ball is the call, and it's going to go to the Mocs. Well, that's why he's the nation's leading block artist for Florida Southern. Jalen Hinton, unbelievable block.
Yeah, doesn't matter who it is. He already got a block on the 7-footer tonight, so he's going to get everything.
He'll go 7 foot and 5'10", right? It doesn't matter.
It does not matter who it is. He's going to get it. You got to know that.
So a little mop-up duty, and Hansen will bring it up. Mocs lead it by 5. Jalen with his second block unofficially in the game. And here's Rogers, who will run the point for the moment. Here's Brett. Fakes. Needs help. Rogers wanted the 3. Diaz staying with him. And back for D'Amberville. Here is Brandon Carroll. Carroll sees an opening. We lost the ball out of bounds. Yep. Could not hold on. Turnover for Florida Southern. That is the 5th in the game on the Mocs. And we are going to have a media timeout. On the Mid-Florida Credit Union scoreboard, the Mocs are up by 5 here on Tampa. Don't go away. Back with more after this on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. To the Streamline Sale Arena, there's the Mocs bench with head coach Mike Donnelly and his assistants trying to extend this lead, Chris. It's been a battle so far, as we thought it would be.
Right. This team's a rivalry game, but right now Tampa's just doing a good job of just keeping close. Yeah, they're not doing anything spectacular. Defensively, we're doing a better job of just keeping them out of the paint. We made them shoot one of their last 11, scoring out of another 3 minutes and 41 seconds. But it's just offensively, our shots are just not really hitting like they usually do.
Mocs coming out with Rogers, D'Amberville, Hansen, Carroll, and Jalen Hinton. Lakovic will inbound it here for the University of Tampa, and it looks like Mike Donnelly's going to put some pressure on here. Let's see if they drop back after they get it in.
Yeah, try to see maybe you can try to speed the game up, get some easy opportunities.
This is Diaz, and now the Mocs will drop back. And Diaz in front court. And near steal by Hansen. Here's Bacon, dumps it off for Diaz. Open for Harris for 3, won't go. Big rebound there. Shot up and in. Boy, that's a nice move by Lakovic inside. He's got 4, and the Mocs are up 3.
It just kind of went over everybody. I didn't even see him on the backside. Just Like I said, they're just keeping it close. 3-point game right now for the Mocs.
Hinton try to go in, lost the ball. Tampa gets it back on the turnover, number 6 for Florida Southern. Tampa can tie with a 3. Here is Bacon. And Lakovic. Bacon again. Takes the shot over Guy. Will score. It's a 2 for Pat Bacon, who's got 7. And now the Mock lead is 1. Here is Carroll. And Hanson. Brett. Little fadeaway. Got it, Brett. Boy, that little move. Brett's got 14 first-half points, and the Mock lead is 3. Just about half his team's points. Here is Bacon again. Giving it up, Lakovic, and now Diaz. Lakovic wanted the 3, didn't take it. And Diaz.
Running some clock, too.
Rogers with him. Ball inside for Guy. Guy goes up and slams it down. He's got 4, and the Mock lead again is 1.
And once again, the paint touch, again to the paint. You got an easy opportunity once again for the dunk.
D'Amberville going in, dumped it off for Hinton. Shot is blocked, and underside of the basket's going to stay with the Mocs.
And you see right there, usually Hinton just goes up. He's kind of rushing it because he understands the 7-footer's coming. You see the sub right there. It looks like
Xavier Rhodes coming in, and Jair Rogers will sit. Xavier gets it to Hanson. The jumper won't go. And the rebound to Pat Bacon. But Bacon does a little bit of everything. That's 6 rebounds for him in the game to go along with his 7 points.
Yeah, he's a 6-foot guard, too. So they're kind of like Brett on the rebounding side. The guard going there rebounding a lot.
Here is Lakovic down for Guy, and there's a steal by E.J. D'Amberville. Boy, E.J. has played well. 6 rebounds so far tonight. All the way down, and Brandon Carroll will be on the board for the first time, and the Mocs go up by 3.
And every time it seems like we get a stop and get in transition, we're getting a basket every time. We just got to continue. We don't got to get steals, but just make them take tough ones and try to get out in transition, get easy ones.
Bacon, spin move, lost the ball, and we got a foul. And Pat Bacon will shoot some free throws. And Brandon Carroll will commit the foul, will pick up his 2nd. And that is 6, I believe, on the Mocs. Let's check. So it is 6, but Bacon will get 2. 1 more, though, and Tampa will be in the bonus, but we have a little over 90 seconds to go in a half. And Bacon is having some trouble tonight. He's going up. Did you do that when you missed a free throw? Like, wait a minute, that rim is off. Yeah,
I went the other way and just kind of looked up like, what's going on right now?
Carroll coming out, Rogers back in. Mocs get a little smaller. Going to protect Carroll with his 2 fouls. And Bacon will get the 2nd one. It's only 2 of 4 in the game at 83.7 from the line. Here is Xavier Rhodes now. The Mocs are only up 2. Let's see if they can extend it here before we get to half. Back up. Here is Rogers down below, and he threw it away. Rhodes could not run it down, and the Mocs will give up the basket. Or give up the ball, rather. Let's hope they don't give up the basket. That may be next. So here is Bacon. And in front court as we approach 1 minute to go here in the half. Harris for Guy. Down low. Lakovic trying to go up on EJ. He's probably walking. He didn't. And they're going to call a foul, I think, inside on the Mocs. Wow. Yep, EJ going to get it. That's 2 on him, so 3 Mock players now with 2 fouls. Lakovic will come to the line. He is 0 for 1 at the free throw line tonight. 54.5 for the year, and now 1 of 2 tonight. 1 more for Martin Lakovic, and he can tie it up with less than a minute to go. Good look there, and in and out. Rebound, Jalen Hinton, and the Mocs have a 1-point lead. Here is Rhodes and Brett. Brett wants to drive in. Fades, goes up, and got it. Boy, he looked like he got bumped a couple times. 16 points now for Brett. The Mocs with a 3-point lead, and Tampa with the ball. And Bacon in front court. Guarded by Hanson. And Bacon running some clock. Bacon trying to go in on Brett, and we got an offensive foul on Pat Bacon. So the Mocs will get one final shot at it here. Bacon will get his first, only 5 fouls here on Florida Southern. Back the other way now. Come the Mocs, leading by 3. Should be able to get into the locker room here with a halftime lead. Chris is going down on the floor. He'll be ready to talk to Mocs head coach Mike Donnelly if they have the lead. And it looks like they will. Brett running it down, going up on Bacon. Foul, and Brett, travel. They called travel. So maybe not. 5 seconds left. Tampa can get a shot. Turnover number 8 for Florida Southern. And Lakovic will inbound the basketball. Looking around, and we'll find Bacon. Let's see if they can tie it. He'll want to take the 3. He's going to go all the way in for 2, and got it. Pat Bacon scores at the buzzer, and the Mocs will take a 1-point, 33-32 lead into the locker room here at the half. And Chris Burgess will get Mocs head coach Mike Donnelly here momentarily, and Brett Hansen having some words with an official here before they get out of here. And Mike Donnelly's watching that, so we'll wait here momentarily, and we'll see whether or not we can get anything going here with Mocs head coach Mike Donnelly. And you can, on the scoreboard right now, some of the Mocs players are talking about what this new video board means here to Florida Southern, and it's just a miraculous board. They're going to have a presentation here at center court, and we're going to go ahead, I believe. Let's see. No, Mike's still talking to the official. So we're watching the presentation at half court. We'll have Steve Mosley in to talk about his involvement. And now let's have Mike Donnelly with our own Chris Burgess.
Here with Coach Mike Donnelly. Mike, Tampa's keeping this a close game. What are they doing that's kind of, aggravating you offensively? Because it seems like you're getting them wide open shots, you're not hitting them. And defensively, from what I'm seeing, it seems like communication-wise, it's just kind of not there tonight. So what are they kind of doing that's kind of aggravates you overall?
They just have us out of rhythm. They're really just sagging off, and they're kind of daring us to shoot. And, we've shot the ball well the last 2 games against Eckerd and Tampa. So we just got to remind the guys that, take what the defense gives. As long as there's movement, we had a good possession with EJ hitting a 3. But then I thought we were inconsistent defensively when we were communicating, getting to our spots defensively, and not giving them space, whether that's, leaving our feet when we shouldn't have, or being stuck to our man, not jumping to the ball. We were getting stops. But, even that last possession, I was talking to the official, but we got 2 experienced guys at the far end. That can't happen. At least let them, we got to force a tougher shot than that. But they just have us, out of rhythm for the first 20 minutes.
So for the second half coming up, what's going to be the key? Is it really offensively getting going, or is it going to be defensively making that your offense?
We'll make some adjustments offensively just to settle them down, but it always starts at the defensive end. Always at the defensive end. The guys have to realize, we're getting their best effort, and we got to find a way, and sometimes that's part of it. And, hopefully we'll play much better in the next 20 minutes.
Okay, appreciate it, Coach. I'm going to let you go ahead, and I'm taking it right back to Jim.
All right, very good. Thank you, Chris. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at some halftime stats as you're seeing the Mid-Florida Credit Union presentation here. Dr. Ann Kerr on the left and Drew Howard on the right. And that's the man I will be talking to, Steve Mosley. That'll be coming up here as part of our halftime. So take a look at the stats. Florida Southern actually not shooting the basketball all that badly. 14 of 31 from the floor. Mocs are perfect 4 straight from the line, and they're actually winning the rebounding battle 20-18 with 4 blocks. So, Chris, when you look at these numbers here, it looks like Florida Southern ought to be up more than the Mocs are.
Right. Yeah, it's just Tampa's doing a good job of sticking to their game plan. They're not trying to get up and down. As you see, every time offensively, they're not shooting really quick shots. They're getting their really good shots. They got a couple offensive rebounds, and defensively, like Coach said, they're kind of making them shoot. So we're kind of hesitant, and we're not just playing aggressive, playing fast like we usually do. Hopefully they come out in the second half and kind of change things.
Yeah, 8 turnovers, as you can see, for both teams, but Tampa has more points off the turnovers than the Mocs do, 11-8. And, Tampa has come in, and, again, we've talked about this before.
Right.
This is a pretty good team.
Yeah, especially when they put the pieces together. They got a 7-footer defensively to make you double think if you want to go in there to the basket. Then offensively, they have weapons that can hit down shots. So it's going to be a tough game in the second half. Just got to come out. We got to play Mocs basketball.
Well, don't go away. We're going to step aside for 30 seconds here. When we come back, we're going to take a look at the Mocs record book featuring Brett Hansen and Jack Roush coming up next here on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Welcome back to the Streamline Sale Arena. The Mockettes on the floor, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at the record book featuring Jack Roush and Brett Hansen. We mentioned Jack becoming the 44th Mock player to get 1,000 points in the last game. He has 3 more rebounds tonight, so his rebound total for his career right now is 663. He has passed Kenny Ebenyat, and next up is Christoph Humbert at 671. He is now in 14th place all-time in the rebound ledger. So Jack now with only a couple of points tonight at 1,009 career points. Brett's got 16 tonight, so all of a sudden he is making the run towards 2,000. He's at 1922. Kevin Capers second at 23-19. Brett may not go much further than that. He has played a total of 19 minutes tonight, 3,940 minutes. He has now passed Ryan Rayfield. He is second all-time in minutes played. He's not catching Jerry Johnson, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't
4,262 minutes played. He became the all-time leading field goal shooter in the last game. Total number of shots taken now at 16-17 for his career. Field goals made 8 tonight, gives him 787. He's second there, but he's got 100 more to catch John Ebling, so probably not. Rebound-wise, he has just one tonight, 762. He's 7th place. Andy Robertson at 808. Steals tonight. Let's see if they actually have that on there. He has 1 steal. So he has finally caught Ellery Boykin. He's tied him for 7th place at 188. Next up is Cedric Powell at 211, so that's a little bit ways away. And Brett is moving into the assist category now. Brett with 2 assists tonight has 381. He's 9th overall. Cedric Powell, again, he played from 2002 to 2005. He has 406. So those are the numbers for both Jack Roush and Brett Hansen. And, boy, those numbers are really impressive.
I'm telling you, both of these guys, they just came in and improved every year. Hansen right now is just keeping us alive with the 16 points. Hopefully Jack can get involved from everybody else.
Well, next up here will be the Mocs Hotspot, and this is the segment of our halftime show where Will Fizzackerly, the Director of Video Communications here at Florida Southern, will be the interviewee, and he will talk to Kai Cleary. When we come back, I will be down on the floor with Steve Mosley. He is the president of the Mid-Florida Credit Union, the people who have this brilliant scoreboard here tonight, and we'll talk to him about how they got involved. They've been involved for a long time here at Florida Southern. So all that coming up. Let's go ahead and send it down to the hot spot now with Kai Cleary.
Hey, Mocs fans, Will Fizzackerly here for yet another edition of the Mock Hot Seat. Today in the Mock Hot Seat, we are joined by Kai Cleary. Kai, are you ready for the Mock Hot Seat?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do it. 10 questions. Here we go. Netflix or Hulu?
Netflix, innit?
What's your biggest pet peeve?
Bad breath.
What's one thing you wish more people knew about you?
I'm a barber.
All right, pancakes or waffles?
Pancakes.
If you can meet one person dead or alive, who would it be?
A Boogie.
How many holes are in a straw?
1.
What's your favorite song right now?
A Boogie with a hoodie. Mood swings.
All right, if you could live in any decade, what would it be?
2001.
All right, fill in this blank. Pineapple on pizza is?
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
All right, and lastly, what's the best thing about Florida Southern?
The basketball.
All right, well, you absolutely know it. Thank you so much for coming to the Mock Hot Seat. For FSCMocs.com, I'm Will Fizzackerly. We'll see you next time, Mocs fans.
Welcome back. I'm down on the floor here at the Streamline Sale Arena inside the Jenkins Fieldhouse. Mocs hanging on here against Tampa, leading by 1. And I'm pleased to be joined by Steve Mosley, the president of Mid-Florida Credit Union. And Steve, first of all, welcome to the broadcast. And secondly, what do you think of the game so far?
Well, I think they're trying hard. They're getting a lot of shots. They just need a couple more to go in. I think they're going to handle it. Yeah.
Well, I know Mid-Florida has been active in this community here at Florida Southern for a long time, and I understand you are a grad here, a master's grad here at Florida Southern.
I'm an MBA here, yes.
So what is Mid-Florida's goal here as far as Florida Southern in terms of sponsorship? Because you guys have just been great for many, many years.
We like to always have a presence on Florida Southern campus. It's a stay of the community, just like Mid-Florida is. So we just always want to partner with something on the campus. And right now, it makes sense to do this.
Well, I'm telling you, this is a beautiful scoreboard. This is probably as good a scoreboard as you're going to see at any Division II school in the country.
That's what I hear. Talking to the players and talking to the coaches and the administration, they say that this is very, very top of the region, and we're glad to be able to do it and give the kids something to be proud to play with.
You a big basketball guy?
I am not a huge basketball fan. I watch it. I played basketball. I still play a little basketball.
Well, you're kind of tall. You look like you probably played, right?
Yes. I like to play sports rather than watch sports. That makes sense. Yes.
Well, is Mid-Florida involved with any other activities as far as athletics are concerned in other places, or here in campus, what else are you guys doing?
That's a good point. We sponsor a lot of local activities, at the Little League and level, and, and try to get our employees to get involved, coaching and stuff like that. We've got the Mid-Florida Arena, amphitheater over in Tampa that we do. And so just wherever it makes sense for us to get involved, we like to get involved.
Well, first of all, congratulations on this beautiful scoreboard here. And I know that you saw the student-athletes talk about it. You know what this place looks like. This place has just been enlightened brilliantly by this. And I know, speaking for all of us at Florida Southern, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. You're welcome.
Steve Mosley, the president here at the Mid-Florida Credit Union. And from now on, when I talk here on the air and I give a score, it's the Mid-Florida Credit Union scoreboard. Thanks again.
All right, you're welcome.
All right. Well, don't go away. Second half almost coming up here. Mocs by 1 over Tampa. We're back with more after this on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Welcome back to the Streamlined Sale Arena here inside the Jenkins Fieldhouse. Mocs with a precarious 1-point lead here against the University of Tampa Spartans. With Chris Burgess, I'm Jim Henderson, and this game is a huge one for the Mocs. We talked a little bit about what's going on in the region for the women. For the men, the Mocs have 2 regional losses, and right now, Barry has 2, Nova has 2, And nobody in the Gulf South right now, Chris, has 2 losses. The most is 3. So not only is the conference championship at stake with these 3 teams, the regional host position might be as well.
I hope not. Like I said, hopefully we got a really good team. Hopefully we can pull it together and pull off a pretty good run to end the season. But got to take one game at a time. And right now we're in a dogfight with Tampa. Tampa did a really good job in that first half, just playing how they wanted to play. Coach said it kind of had them out of rhythm, play their brand of basketball. But in the second half, we got to kind of change things to play Mocs basketball.
Well, the Mocs with that 1-point lead only shot 45 point. Well, he didn't shoot badly. Tampa only shot 38.7. But right now, the Mocs just need to put a little distance between themselves and UT.
Yeah, it's not going. It doesn't have to be home run plays, as in try to get alley-oops or 3 after 3. Just look possession by possession. Before you know it, you have a 10-point lead, 15-point lead. But you got to play the right way. You got to be focused. You got to be attentive defensively, too, because once we got steals defensively, it kind of created the offense, and you see we was a lot more in rhythm with our defense with our offense.
Well, I heard Coach Donnelly tell you that he thought they were a little out of rhythm in the first half, and let's see if they can get back into it.
Yeah, that's why you play 2 halves. You can't worry about the first half. You learn from what you pretty much did wrong and did right in the first half, and try to adjust and get back to how you play basketball, which is fast. Defensively, you create havoc, create steals, and you play together. So hopefully they can pull it out in the second half.
But boy, isn't it true when you look at the record of the University of Tampa, 5-12, 2-7. I mean, this is a pretty good team.
Yeah, and the thing is, I've been in a situation like this before. You got a team pretty much at the bottom of the conference. Even though, like in the back of your head, sometimes as a player, you can get fooled going in thinking this is going to be an easy win.
Yep.
So you might not be as focused. But like I said, you got seniors on this team. They've been with Mike. Mike got them ready for the second half. I believe they will come out with a win.
So here we go with Diaz giving it to Harris, and now for Bacon. Brett has done a nice job on him. Roush switches off, gets it down to Guy. Hinton's there with him. He's trying to back Hinton down. He's trying to go up. Shot is good. Nice shot by Guy. And just like that, the Spartans go up 1.
Yeah, great touch right there. Just really good patience and touch because he knows Jalen's a shot blocker.
Jack for 3 is long. And Tampa will get it and come back. Guy now with 6 points. And in front court is Diaz. Boy, I just get a feeling that this thing is going to be a dogfight all the way.
Yeah, it's just been pretty much Tampa. And like you said, offensively, they usually try to get a really good shot. They're not going to shoot it too quick. And you see they're trying to get it down to the guy. It's at 10 seconds already. It's been every possession like that offensively for Tampa.
Shot clock a factor. Here's Harris. Let's see if they know. I don't think they do. He tries to get the shot off, and it's 30. That's a shot clock violation. Jair looked like he got a block, but he didn't get the shot off.
Oh, really good. That's how you play defense. Like I said, pay attention to detail. Even though you know they want to run it down the shot clock, that's when you got to really be focused when it gets down to 10 seconds and under. And that was a really good job right there by Jair.
Well, if the Mocs win this one, there'll be a 2-way tie at the top because Nova and Barry are playing tonight. And Barry will be here this coming Saturday night. So we got a lot of games to go. Here is Hinton on Guy. Bounced out of bounds, going to stay with Florida Southern.
God, like I said, he's doing a really good job. Jalen usually will go up and dunk on somebody, or you reverse it, but he's doing a really good job for the most part, just staying big and making Jalen make tough ones.
Here's Brett.
Oh, that's a
spin move away. No, and the rebound comes down to Guy. So Tampa maintains the 1-point lead, has the basketball here. And Bacon in front court.
The shot's not falling. Once again, he got to his spot. We've seen him make that shot plenty of times, just missed it. It's okay. You got to get it on the other end.
Lakovic. Spin move on Hinton. Kicked it out, threw it away. That's going to be a turnover. And the Mocs will get the ball back. Turnover number 10 for Tampa. The Mocs so far have only scored 8 points off the Spartan turnovers.
And usually we would have 16 or 12, around 14 by this time, but Tampa's doing a good job. But if they do turn the basketball over, they're getting back in transition.
Roush out for D'Amberville. EJ takes the 3. Got it! EJ D'Amberville with his second 3 of the game, and the Mocs go up by 2.
It was a big-time shot. He's been playing with a lot of confidence this year, especially from that three-point line. You know he's going to shoot it, and right there he just took a little jab step and knocked it down.
This is Bacon for Lakovic. And Guy. And Diaz. Shot clock again a factor. Guy bumping Roush, goes up, got
Wow.
it. Oh, nice shot. That's 2 now he's hit in a row, and he's shown a little bit of touch, which we really didn't see in the first half.
Yeah, we did a pretty good job making them kind of force tough ones, but right there, just taking his time, not worried about the contact and finishing through contact with that nice touch, like you said, Jim.
Here is Brett again into the paint, runner over the front rim. Brett now with 18. Mock lead is 2.
And Brett's just trying to keep us close, trying to keep us, ahead of the ball game, because right now he's just been on the tear scoring-wise with 18 points.
This is Diaz. Diaz trying to go through traffic, threw it away. Mock basketball. Bacon was not moving on that, and turnover number 11 for Tampa.
Yeah, usually if you're driving towards the defender, you usually spread out to the corner if he was going to come up with a dribble handoff, but he thought he was going to the corner.
Jalen up, and we'll shoot a couple. Guy's going to get a foul.
And that's a good job. Like I said, you got to attack him. Even though I know he's 7 foot and he's standing there, you got to attack him, make him play a little defense. He just went right through his chest. He wasn't able to block the shot. He didn't make the end one opportunity, but he did get to the free throw line.
Jalen with 6 points, including a couple of free throws. And 3 in a row. 7 points now for Hinton. One more can give the Mocs a 4-point lead. And does.
Okay.
So Jalen Hinton, who had some free throw shooting difficulties of late, has come through big time tonight. So far.
Long way to go. 4-point game.
Mocs by 4, and Jalen's hit 4 free throws. Bacon for Diaz, and Bacon again. Guy with a pick. Bacon gave it up. Here's Lakovic. He's going to drive in. Dumped it off for Guy, and we got an off. Oh, they're going to call they're going to call a block. Wow. That's going to hurt. Jack Roush will get numero 3.
No, that's tough. It just has been going his way all defensively with the foul calls.
So it should be an inbounds pass here coming up now for UT. And Lakovic will take it. 3 on Jack, so let's see if he stays in. I imagine Mr. Carroll might be in pretty quickly here. They're going to tell the mock bench to sit. They were not happy.
Yeah, staying in for right now.
Diaz for Lakovic. And Harris. Lakovic again. Into the paint. Trying to go up. And does he travel? He does. And no question about that. Turnover number 12 now for the University of Tampa. Mocs now with 13 points off those turnovers. That's a little better.
Yeah, you got 4 turnovers in the last 320. So, like I said, just little by little. Don't need home run shots. Right now, defensively, doing a really good job. Kind of offensively, trying to get still in the rhythm. But I like where we're at. Just got to do little by little.
Here's Brett. Back out. Jalen going in. Oh, get out of his way. He's got 10. The Mocs go up 6.
Once again, they're not. It seems like he kind of got over. He's 7 foot. I'm going to attack him. And Brett did a really good job just attacking the paint. Dribble handoff, and he was able to attack to his left hand, get the slam. That's really good offense.
Well, he leads the league in field goal percentage. Any reason why? Right there at 68.5. He's also the leading rebounder at 9.9. Brett runs. No. Tipped out, and Harris going to win it back for Tampa. And here comes Bacon. Mock lead is 6. Bumping against Brett. Goes up. Shot fade. No. Rebound by Guy. Harris for 3. Oh. No. Rebound Bacon. Tampa getting some opportunities. Bacon kicks it out. Well, Guy's not going to take that one. So here is Bacon in traffic. Fade. Pass deflected. Harris gets it back. Boy, the Mocs can't get one. Drilled it, and that was not a very good shot. Rouse gets the rebound. Mocs back the other way with Jalen. Jalen up on Guy. No. And we got a foul. Jalen will shoot two.
Once again, if you get into a shot blocker's chest, get into his body, it's hard for him to really contest and block shots. But right now, he has no chance, especially with Jalen's athleticism, to get to the basket.
Media timeout on the floor. Mocs lead it by 6. Don't go away. We are back with more after this on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Well, we've got a halftime score at Barry, and right now it is Barry 48 and Nova 47. Boy, those two teams can score points.
Yeah, Juggernauts down there fighting to the end. I'm not sure who's going to come out on top, but it's definitely going to be a good one.
Well, it is at Barry, and what's interesting as we get a chance to watch one of the great plays by Jalen Hinton right there.
Going right by and dunking it, yep.
What's interesting is that those two teams will play on the final Saturday in the regular season at Nova. And on that day, we will be at Palm Beach Atlantic.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, so it is
going to be interesting.
Yeah, we're actually finishing the conference home season early, February 19th. The Mocs will be on the road for their last two conference games, at Tampa and at Palm Beach Atlantic. So the Mocs may have to win this thing on the road.
Oh, I'm telling you. Yeah.
That's why they got to win now here, right?
Yeah, got to win. Got to protect home court. Home court is always important, but we're a pretty good team, and we can win some road games too. Like I said, we just need a stretch at the end of the season, whether if it's home. I know we got two last games on the road, but they should be able to pull this off.
Jalen Hinton knocks down another one. He's got 11 points in the game.
It's just like how we're attacking.
Yep.
We're kind of hesitant, worried about if he's going to block it. If he's going to block the shot, he's going to block it. But he's attacking his body and getting to his body, getting to the free throw line.
Mocs with an 8-point lead, largest of the game for Florida Southern. Here's Diaz. And giving it up for Bacon. Here's Harris. And Guy on Roush. Jalen over to help out.
Yes,
a travel
sir.
violation called. Good job by the Mocs. Maintain that position and force the turnover.
Jack once again with 3 fouls, and that's just senior just, understanding how to play defense without fouling. He just did a good job bodying him up without fouling, made him travel.
Hanson with it. Can the Mocs get a double-digit lead? They haven't had one. They will right now as Brett Hanson hits the 20-point mark, and the Mocs go up 10.
They're just really good, just reading the screen, just going to keep backing up. He went right to his mid-range jump shot where he hits constantly and knocked it down.
Bacon gives it up now for Harris. And here is Guy. Back out for Lakovic. And Bacon. Bacon trying to look in, still can't find it. Trying to back Brett down. Dropped it down. Nice pass blocked by Hinton. Here comes Hanson with the basketball. Brett driving, layup, good.
Got it, yep.
22 for Brett, and the Mocs go up a dozen.
Yeah, this is Mocs basketball. You pray have it on the defense end, get steals, get transition, get these opportunities. This is what the Mocs do. They put a lot of pressure on defenses.
And timeout called, a 30-second timeout called here by the University of Tampa. And let's see if it would probably will be. Let's see, they're going to say it will be a full timeout, so we will step aside. Mocs a 12-0 run the last 3:38. And that's the difference in the game right now on our Mid-Florida Credit Union scoreboard. Mocs up a dozen, and we're back after this on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. There's a good look at the Mocs bench. Nova up by 2 down at Barry, 53-51. And the Mocs are up 12 thanks to some great playing by a lot of guys, but especially this one, Brett Hanson.
Yeah, just really good touch. A 7-footer coming, but not worried about it. Really good touch, getting to his left hand on the right-hand side. The Mocs are playing Mocs basketball and creating turnovers. Right now they're on a 12-0 run over the last 3:40. And pretty much we're defensively made them turn the basket over 5 times in the last 6 minutes. And they're on the draw to 4 minutes, too. So both, it seems like offensively, defensively, we're coming alive.
Yeah, and the Mocs are 5 of their last 6 in the field goal department, and Tampa has missed its last 5.
Yep.
So there's your difference right there. And a lot of that, again, offense starts with defense, and the Mocs have been playing it pretty well of late. Well, here we go. Guy will get the inbounds pass from Diaz. Mocs by 12. Let's see if they can build. Let's see if Tampa has a run in it. Harris for Diaz. Diaz stops and pops. That's a good shot.
Yep.
He'll hit a 3. Gio Diaz has 11 points in the game, 3 threes. Mock lead is 9. So a good answer that time by the Spartans. Brett looking for a route screen, has it. And gives it to Hinton. Almost knocked away. And a foul going to be called on Bacon, and boy, he's not happy with that one.
Thought he had an opportunity to get it still. He tried once, and then the referee kind of let it go. Then once he tried again, he ended up calling the foul. Usually how it goes.
Good look there at Mike Donnelly trying to direct some traffic here. 3 fouls on Tampa, by the way, here in the second half. Only 1 so far on the Mocs. And here is Brett. Dumped it down for Jalen. Against Guy. This is fun. Up. Block. How about that? They call a jump? Yeah, they called a jump.
Yep.
Called a jump, and the ball's going to stay with Florida Southern on the possession arrow.
Yeah, it looks like once again he was trying to go through his chest, but Guy did a really good job of staying his ground that time and being vertical.
And Lakovic came over and helped out very nicely. Jack's going to get it into Brett. Brett's going to stop and pop
Bucket.
and hit.
That's a bucket.
24 for Brett. Mocs lead it by 11.
Yeah, that mid-range jump shot, it makes him really tough to guard because he's knocking that down constantly.
Bacon looked like he wanted it. Lakovic takes the 3 and will hit.
Knocks it down.
Martin Lakovic now with 8. Tampa not going away. Mocs lead it by 8.
Yeah, that's a big bucket.
Yes, it was. Here's Brett again. Hanson slipped, or rather Bacon slipped that time. Jack down low for Jalen. Where's Jalen want to go? He wants to go up. Can't. Jack for 3. Got it!
Yep.
Jack Roush. His first 3 of the game. And the Mocs lead is back to 11.
And see, Jalen's been so active and aggressive that even though it's a 7-footer, they went down there to try to trap, and Jack had a wide open shot. Oh, my.
And Bacon comes right back and answers him. Mocs by 8. Here's Rogers. He takes the 3. No. Rebound Tampa. Bacon coming back the other way. Bacon going all the way down. Lakovic couldn't hold it. Diaz going to get it. Bacon steps back for 3. That's no good. And Jalen going to get a rebound, his 5th of the game. Mocs basketball. Here's Rogers. He's wide open for 3. No, in and out. Wow. Rebound Lakovic. Here comes Bacon again. Almost lost it. Got it. And Diaz said, let's slow it down a little bit here. Yep. So let me take the 3. No good. Hanson had to go off his leg, and he's going to get it anyway. Cross court for EJ. Corner. Rogers says, I'm going to get one. Right there.
Yep. Shoot or shoot. That's what they do. Shoot or shoot. Don't matter how many you miss, they're going to shoot.
Rogers now with 7. And the Mock lead continues to grow, and we will have a media timeout. Mocs back up 11 here on the Mid-Florida Credit Union scoreboard. And we're back after this on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Well, Chris, right now the Mocs are up to 50% shooting, 22 of 44. Tampa all the way down under 40,
right.
39.5 at 17 of 43.
They're just doing a better job. Seems like offensively, getting to the basket, we're playing a lot more freely and not hesitating. We're knocking down the open shot. We're getting into the paint. I think that's the biggest thing, not hesitating, attacking the 7-footer. We're getting to the free throw line. So this is kind of the Mocs basketball that I've seen that I like to see. We're only up 11 points, I believe, right now. So no reason to take home run shots and try to embarrass somebody, but you got to play the right way and be focused.
Well, it seemed like that the Mocs, every time the Mocs hit a 3, Tampa comes back and gets one right away.
They're trying to stay in the game, which you got to credit them. They've been fighting all games, especially that first half. They made it tough. Beginning of the second half, they did for a little bit until we start getting a rhythm offensively. But we still got to be careful. They still have a lot of weapons. They can go on a run, and the game can change. Basketball is a game of runs.
Campbell, Rhodes, and Carroll in the game for Florida Southern, and Bacon driving in and will score. How about Pat Bacon? He's got 15 against the Mocs, now 95 in his career. And what's interesting is that Tampa, as we see Jalen go down, and we'll shoot a couple more. What's interesting is that Tampa has done a pretty good job on Brett in his career. Coming in tonight, he had 79 points in 6 games, so that's 13 a game.
Yep.
Tonight he's got 24. He's over 100 against the Spartans in his career.
Yeah, like I said, he's a senior. Even though you can't worry about the pass, that happens. Sometimes some teams just have your number, but tonight they don't have his number. He has 24 points. He has 3 rebounds and 4 assists so far, and we still got a whole another 10 minutes left to go. So hopefully we'll see how many he can get more.
Jalen Hinton knocks down the second one. He's 7 of 8 at the line. Mock lead is 10, and here is Gio Diaz for Tampa. Dropped it off for Lakovic. And here is Bacon. He goes all the way in, and he's going to shoot free throws. You know, I have a feeling that Bacon may decide that he needs to take over this game for his team.
Yeah, he's been doing a good job. It's just he got 8 rebounds, only has 2 assists, but he's been getting his teammates involved and running the offense for the most part. But you can see the last two possessions he had the ball has been really aggressive going to the basket.
And Bacon now with 16 points. Foul was on DeAndre Campbell, by the way, his first. Florida Southern only 2 fouls here in the second half. Tampa only 4. 1 more for Bacon. And 17 points now for Pat Bacon. 10 in the first half, 7 here in the second. Mock lead is 8. Here is DeAndre Campbell, and now Jalen Hinton. Hinton goes in, goes up, missed the shot. Rebound guy. Here comes Tampa, down 8. Diaz driving through. Tries to get a shot, didn't get it to go. Goes out. Who's going to get it? They're going to say Tampa ball. Oh, and I don't think they're going to say Tampa ball. Fans are not happy about that. And mop-up duty is the order of the day here right now.
Yeah, tough call. I'm not sure. You know, that's if you 50-50. It looks like Mock's ball, but just got to play defense. He called. Yep.
Well, Harris will inbound it. Brett saying, come on. Here is Guy. And all the way back out now, Lakovic. And here is Bacon. Campbell with him. Bacon stopped. Looked like he wanted 3. Gets it back, does he? DeAndre going to get a foul. And he said, I did not touch him. That's 2 on DeAndre. And now that is 3 on the Mocs in the half. Again, the Mocs can gamble a little bit, but you don't want this to turn into a free throw shooting contest, especially with Pat Bacon there.
Exactly. You send him to the free throw line or just stop the clock and allow them opportunities to get back into the game.
Mocs kick it out of bounds, trying to go to Bacon again. And boy, you get a sense, right?
They're
going to Bacon,
they're
right?
like, okay, we need to get going. And he's like, okay, that's what he's averaging 22 points for a reason.
This is Diaz down low for Lakovic. Wants to post on Brandon Carroll. Goes up. Shot goes in. Nice shot. Lakovic with 10. Mock lead is down to 6.
So it looked like Brandon was in great position.
Yep.
I thought he almost blocked it, but just better offense.
Campbell now for Hanson. Hanson trying to go through. Kicked it back, threw it away. 6-point lead all the way down for Bacon. He's going to get an easy layup. Boy, that now. 19 for Bacon, and now it's a 4-point Mock lead.
Yeah, he's gotten cooking a little bit, and then just hit a couple of threes, got to the basket at the free throw line.
Brandon Carroll for 3 won't go. Oh, Brett went down hard. I think, let's see, who gets the foul here? That's going to go against Tampa. Nope. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Brett tried to go in for
Diaz rebound. Gets the foul. Jack Roush coming back in, and Hinton will sit. That is 5 fouls now on Tampa. So the Mocs will get an inbounds possession coming up. Boy, I was a little worried when he hit that floor. He hit it hard.
You can hear it from up here.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Xavier Rhodes will inbound it all the way back out for Roush. Fake the 3. Jack going in. Little runner short. On the floor. And Tampa comes up with it. Rebound that time by Lakovic, and Bacon has it. Mocs lead is 4. As close as Tampa's been in a while. It's short. That's going to go out. Guy tries to save it. He does. Xavier Rhodes gets it. Rhodes gets it off. Rouse trying to get it.
Gosh.
Oh, and threw it away. And now back the other way. Bacon may get another run out. Oh, blocked by Rhodes. How about Xavier Rhodes on the block? Mocs back the other way, leading by 4.
Great hustle, great block.
Hanson up short. Rebound, Carroll.
Yes, sir.
Brandon up. Shot. He'll shoot 2. That's good defense by Florida Southern.
Yeah, great hustle. We just had turnovers that we did right there, but look at this. Rhodes is not quitting on the play, getting the block off the backboard. You see it coming back down. Brandon right there going up with the offensive rebound, getting fouled. That's what you like to see from if you're a Mocs fan.
So Campbell coming out, D'Amberville coming back. You know, I think the potential of Xavier Rhodes is just off the charts.
Off the roots, yeah. He has really good vision, really good size, good height. Defensively, he's really long, and like I say, he can do things like that. I think the next part is him being aggressively offensively and adding to his offensive game.
And Brandon Carroll knocks down his first free throw. Mocs for the game, 10 of 11 at the line. One more for Carroll. The Mocs with a 5-point lead. Brett Hansen sitting out now for the first time in a while.
Yeah, getting a little breather. Got pretty much 9 minutes left in the game. Getting a little breather.
And 2 that time for Brandon Carroll. So Diaz will bring it up. The Mock lead is 6. Jair Rogers with him. And a foul going to be called on Brandon Carroll. He said, yep, that's me. And that's 3 on Carroll, which the Mocs have to be a little bit concerned about that. 5 team fouls now in the half on Florida Southern. Tampa with 6. So free throws look like they're going to be a factor here as Diaz gets it for Tampa. And finds Lakovic. He'll back it out. Here's Bacon. Lost his footing and held on to the ball. Guarded by Rhodes. Deep 3 by Harris. Long air ball. Swenson trying to save it. Goes out. And the Mocs will get it back.
And that's just great defense. You got the shooter. You try to lure us to sleep, get the shooter wide open. There's great defense contesting that, making that tough shot.
So Rhodes will bring it up. Mocs lead at 6 as we approach 8 minutes to go. Here is Rogers. Open. Got it. Jair Rogers in double figures with 10. Mock lead grows to 9.
Great offense execution. And instead of him coming off, he kind of flared the screen. Good job by Xavier, just recognizing, throwing it to him for the wide open 3.
Svensson gives it up, and this is Diaz. Tampa will get a sub momentarily. All the way down, Diaz. Oh, and Jair will commit the foul, his first. And that will be 5 now on the Mocs. And we are going to have ourselves a media timeout. Mock lead is 9, but we've got a long way to go. Don't go away. Back with more after this on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Welcome back to the Streamline Sale Arena. Good look there at head coach Mike Donnelly talking to his Mocs, who lead it by 9. Down at Barry, Nova has pulled ahead a little bit. It's 71-64. Well, Chris, we got to be rooting for Barry because we beat Barry down there, and Nova beat us up here.
Yeah, it was a really good game when Nova did come down here. It was a dogfight down to the wire. But like I said, they got us here. Hopefully Barry can end up pulling that off down there, and then we end up playing Barry again this Saturday. Well,
Barry will be here Saturday. Barry lost last Saturday at St. Leo, gave up 105 to St. Leo.
That's a rough night.
This is a tough stretch for Barry. Think about that. St. Leo, Nova, and now back up here.
Yeah,
that's not going to be easy.
That is rough. Yeah, that is really rough. That's a telltale of how good the teams are and how together they are.
Yeah, you bet. Free throws coming up here. Looks like Diaz will take it. He has 11 points in the game. And 12.
He's been tough. He's been really solid. That's
yes,
the point
he has.
Position. He's been hitting a couple threes. Diaz is 3 for 5 from the three-point line, 4 for 9 from the field. He knocked down both his free throws right here. And like I said, they're trying to keep it close as possible.
80% free throw shooter is Gio Diaz, and you can see why right there. So here's Xavier Rhodes. Again, no Brett Hansen for the moment. Here's Roush now playing low. He'll go up. Shot will not go. Tip up. No. Another tip. Yes, that'll go. Yep. Roush will get it after the tip by Rhodes. Did not go in. Jack's got 7, and the Mocs go up by 9.
Just wait there to attack the offensive glass, not quit on it, and keep your opportunity open.
Bacon. And he'll shoot 2. And let's see who got it. Let's see who they get him. It will be Rhodes who'll pick up his first.
And you heard Mike, he's telling him to go under because we'd rather him probably try to shoot a contested jump shot than him get to the basket or get to the free throw line.
So they're going to say 2. I thought one official signal 1-1, but it doesn't matter as Bacon hits the 20-point mark for UT. Bacon now 6 of 8 at the line.
Got 20 points right now.
And one more. 21 for Pat Bacon. And the mock lead is 7. Rhodes with it for Florida Southern. Roush with a screen and Rogers with the ball. Jair deep
space.
3. No, short. Rebound Lakovic. And here comes Diaz. He's going to try to go all the way down. He didn't get anything on that one. D'Amberville gets a rebound. Diaz is down on the far side. Brandon Carroll back the other way. Fades. Shot, no. Tipped out. Oh, it comes right to Carroll. And he's traveling. Oh, that was funny. I don't know if I've ever seen that.
Came right to him while he was trying to get
up. He's
up
on the floor,
already.
yeah. He's on the floor.
He was trying to get up, and it just came right to him. So he figured I'd just go ahead and just.
Well, Diaz is back up, by the way.
Yeah, it took a nasty fall. Look,
And he's complaining that he probably got hit pretty hard. Well, here we go. Bacon. Rhodes staying right with him. Here's Harris. Here's Bacon again. Kicked it out. Baseline drive cut off. Lakovic lost the ball. Here comes EJ.
He
double dribbled. Yeah, maybe so. Hard to say, but maybe so. Brett's going to come back right now.
Yeah.
And here comes Hinton.
Yeah, let's get him back in the game.
So Carroll coming out. And let's see, I think Jack's coming out. So Tampa will inbound. And Caleb Carnes, who just checked into the game, the third sub used tonight by Richard Schmidt, will get it into Diaz. Diaz guarded by Rhodes. Here is Harris. And now back to Bacon, and Brett's got him. Trying to go in on Brett. Spin move, fade, knocked away. Hinton knocked it out of bounds. But a good effort that time by Florida Southern, and Brett read that move perfectly.
I'm telling you, just step for step, really good attention to detail defensively, not going for any fakes or anything, and knocking the ball out of bounds.
Diaz mocks by 7. Here's Bacon. Hanson staying right with him. And we got a foul. Let's see if they call it on Brett. Nope, they're going to get it on Rhodes. Rhodes coming over to help out. Will get his second foul. So it should be 2 shots here for Bacon. He has 21 points, and he is 6 of 8 at the line. And he'll get 2 more.
Yeah,
and I guess the worst thing here, Chris, is stop the clock.
Yeah, it's just little things. It looked like you got to understand defensively. Brett looked like he had him one-on-one, and he was going to contest pretty well, but it's just that little reach that you get. And I think coaches tell him that, just that little reach, and you send him to the free throw line. Now you stop the clock, and you put a pretty good free throw shooter on the line. See?
5-point mock lead.
Yep, see? 2 points, just like that.
23 for Bacon. Brett has 24. Bacon has 23. Here's Rogers. And Brett. Guarded by Diaz. Hinton sets the screen. Goes in. Layup good and one for Brett Hansen. 26 now for Brett. 16 in the first half, 10 in this half. And he will be at the line for the first time tonight. Now, he really struggled here against Palm Beach Atlantic. No. He's been shooting free throws really well, and he had a pretty tough night. He was 3 for 9 at the line, which for him this year is, we have not seen that. Let's see how he does here. 27 points for Brett Hansen. So the mock lead is back to 8. Tampa hanging around. Bacon through on Hansen. Fadeaway shot is good. 25 for Pat Bacon.
He's very strong. It seems like Brett's there, but he gets a little bump and all of a sudden gets a little space.
Hansen and Diaz. Shot up and good. Boy, Lakovic went down hard. I think he was looking for A foul, didn't get it. Brentwood 29, and the Mock lead is again 8. Boy, it looks like every time they come down, Bacon says, you're going to score, I will too. Lakovic for 3. Got it.
Yeah, tough.
13 for Martin Lakovic. He averages 9.7. Mock lead is 5. Jair Rogers with it. In the lane, runner, good. You can see that all the way. Jair with 12. Mox lead it again by 7.
Just a crafty move. You're really smart going in there with their little floater.
Clock not a factor yet. This is Carnes. And he gives it up for Bacon.
Going to Bacon, yeah, they're going through him.
Bacon, spin move on Hansen, no, and Brett gets a foul. Yes, he does, I think.
Yep, and one opportunity, yep.
Only the second foul on Brett. And a couple of free throws coming up for Pat Bacon.
No, they're going at it. Brett and Bacon.
Yeah, it's been a duel, those two guys. And boy, Diaz, he come up very slowly.
Yeah. Been getting hit a lot. Yeah, going to the basket, been hitting the floor a lot.
So 8 fouls on the Mocs, 7 on Tampa.
Yeah.
They gave him the basket.
Yeah,
wow.
they did. Yep.
Okay.
One opportunity, yeah.
So 28 now for Bacon. And the Mock lead is 4. Here's Rogers. Takes the 3. That's off. Rebound. Taken down by Lakovic. And as we approach that 4-minute mark, the Mocs lead it by just 4. Bacon driving in on Brett. Going up. Shot blocked by Hinton. No foul. Lakovic drops it off, and Hansen with a steal for Florida Southern. Here's Jalen. Dumped it for DeAmberville. Spots. Pops. No. Rebound for Brett, and he missed the shot. DeAmberville missed it, and he'll shoot 2.
Once again, just great hustle. Even though we're missing shots right now, just great hustle just to go to the offensive glass and not fight.
Rebounding totals, by the way, is 36-31 now in favor of Florida Southern. You can see why right there. Final media timeout coming up. Mocs lead it by 4 here on the Mid-Florida Credit Union scoreboard. And we're back with more after this on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Good look at the Mocs bench there. This has been a dogfight, Chris. We said it would be, and boy, it has lived up to that billing.
Yeah, as soon as I thought we was kind of getting a little distance from it, we was up 12 points, and then all of a sudden, like I said, Tampa, they went to Bacon. They're Bacon pretty much been going to work, but it's pretty much been Bacon and Brett Hansen pretty much tonight. It's been a great battle, but hopefully, like I said, we can come out and get the win at the end.
Well, Nova by 6 against Barry at Barry right now with 7 minutes to go, so it's still looking like the Sharks are going to get the win. By the way, the Mocs will be down at Nova on February 15th. That's their return match. Nova won here in overtime. Remember that game? The Mocs battled all the way back, got it even at the end.
Right.
And then Nova put them away in overtime.
Yep.
So EJ coming to the free throw line. He has not shot today. Only 6 points, too, for EJ. He's not shot the ball as much as he has in previous games. He is a 60.9% free throw shooter. And got it. Mocs shooting free throws very well tonight. 13 of 14. Tampa's 14 of 18. Both teams shooting really well at the line. One more. And got it. So EJ with 8 now. Mocs by 6. Here's Bacon. Hansen with him. Brett playing with 2 fouls. That's it. Bacon looking for a clear out. Didn't get that. Deep 3 by Diaz will not go. We got a whistle inside. Oh, he does go.
Hits
it
too.
Does go. Wow. Diaz nails the three.
Big time.
16 points, and he's going to get a chance for a 4-point play to cut the lead to 2.
Jeez, they're just not going away. Big shot after big shot. First is Bacon to Diaz. He's 4 for 6 from 3, and you got an opportunity to cut it to a 2-point game.
Well, we saw this here Saturday night against Palm Beach Atlantic. The Mocs won at 81-79. This one's going in that direction. Did not get it. So the Mock lead remains 3, and Jalen Hinton grabs the rebound, and that'll be his 7th board of the game. Averages 9.9. Here's Brett around a Hinton screen. Fades. Dumped it down. Guess
Good
what?
pass, yep.
Hinton with 15. Mocs by 5. We approach 3 minutes to go. Knocked away. Near steal on the Mocs. Do have it. Rhodes dumped it for Hinton. No, he missed the shot. Down again. He'll try one more time, and he'll shoot 2. Wow. Wow.
It's a little bit too high, maybe. Which is surprising. Usually he goes and gets that, but maybe I'm not sure if he had a lot of control in the ball in the air, but way to get the offensive rebound and go right back to him.
So the foul goes on Carnes. Both teams now with 9 fouls. So we got double bonus time from here on as Jalen Hinton has been brilliant at the line today. 8 of 9.
They haven't been working on the
and
free
that's how
throws.
you stay. That's how you stay in the game at the end.
Oh, definitely. You can win or lose the ball game at the free throw line.
Just off, so he is 8 out of 10 at the line. Mocs lead it by 6. This is Bacon. Around a screen by Harris. Still with it. He wants to go in on Brett. He'll fade. He'll hit. No, he won't hit. And Hinton will get a rebound. And is it a jump? Oh, they're going to call a foul on Carnes. They're going to call a foul on Carnes, and that's double bonus time for the Mocs.
We'll go right. We'll take those and go right to the free throw line. I thought it might have been a jump ball, but
yeah, I did too. For a second there, I thought it certainly could have been. So 2 free throws for Jalen Hinton, rather. Nine of 11 at the line. Sounds to me like he's had some midnight sessions here shooting those free throws. Boy,
sure.
He is really good today.
Look at
he's
that. He's knocking them down. No hesitation.
Hinton with 18 points in the game. The Mocs take an 8-point lead. A timeout was called. And it was called by Mike Donnelly here. And so that should leave Florida Southern with 1. We'll stay here at the 32nd timeout. Mocs with an 8-point lead. They have not let Tampa catch up, but Tampa has been close.
Yeah, you got Diaz hitting a 4-point play. Bacon in this second half has just been tremendous getting to the free throw line, scoring points for his team to keep them close. But like I said, for the Mocs, we're just doing the right things right now. We still got 2:40 left to go. We just got to continue with that.
Yep, long way to go in this game, no doubt about it. It's 10 fouls now on Tampa.
Right.
The next Mock foul is also 10, so we're double bonus from here on. Mocs out of the timeout will be Rogers, Hinton, Rhodes, DeAmberville, and Hanson. Tampa will have Carnes, Lakovic, Bacon, Harris, and it looks like Swanson. So no guy here much in the second half. And the ball deflected on a steal. Mocs with the ball. Here is E.J. D'Amberville. Now they want to run a little clock here, I would think, as we approach that 2.5-minute mark to go. Here we go with Rhodes. He'll back it over for Rogers. Back it out. And Brett. And he'll step back. Shot clock under 10. Brett wants to go. Knocked away. Oh, and down he goes. And there'll be a foul called on Tampa. 2 shots for Brett Hansen. Boy, you know, it's interesting to me is that as much as I know he shoots a lot of jump shots, but as active as he is inside on the glass, you'd think he would get more free throws.
Yeah. It's just kind of – that's tough. Yeah, that's talking about Brett. Yeah, it's just really tough because, I mean, he does – he attacks the glass like no other.
Yep.
No other guard needs. For, 6'2", maybe 6'1", 6'2" guard.
Yep.
That's really impressive.
Well, Brett now with 30 points on the night. And to give you an idea, in his Mocs career, he's just a little over 400 free throws. I mean, and the only guy I can compare him to is Kevin Capers, who had 1,000. So, I mean, I'm thinking here, wait a minute.
1,000 free throws. Like.
Yeah, Brett go. Oh,
Yeah,
let's see. The Mock's going to run it down. Rhodes will get it. Mox will get a fresh 30. And what's the call?
Yeah. Clock on 17, he said.
Oh, they're going to stop the clock. So the Mocs will have it. They're leading it by 9, and we're approaching 2 minutes to go. Jalen Hinton says, I'll bring it up. And I'll find Xavier Rhodes. Rhodes dribbling through on Carnes. Layup reverse is good. How about Javier Rhodes' first basket of the game? The Mocs go up 11, and we go under 2 to go. All the way down, and a block on Brett.
Free throws.
And that'll be 3 on Hansen.
And you had him because you had Jalen on your backside, too. You tried to take that charge and him getting the block call, send him to the free throw line.
So Bacon with 28. And he has 2. Gets a chance to get 30, and that's what Brett has. Hansen's career high, by the way, is 42 here earlier this year against Lindenwood. Bacon now with 29. And one more. And got it. So a 9-point Florida Southern lead. And Richard Schmidt wants a timeout. Tampa will have 1 left. Florida Southern will have 2. It's going to be a full timeout, so we will step aside. Mocs by 9. We're back after this on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Mocs by 9 on the Mid-Florida Credit Union scoreboard, and down at Barry, Nova by 5 with about 3 minutes to go in that game. Again, if the Mocs win and Nova wins, they'll be tied for first, but the Mocs would be second because Nova won the first game. That's right. Now, if Barry wins and the Mocs win, then the Mocs are first because the Mocs beat Barry. And again, they'll all play again, so it'll be really interesting going forward. Well, let's see what the Mocs want to do here now. There's still plenty of time left in this game. Both teams are in the double bonus. So that may become a factor as we go forward here. Both teams have shot free throws really well. Here is Rogers getting it, and Carnes on him. And I'm a little surprised that we haven't seen Guy. Now, I would imagine he's not a great free throw shooter, but so maybe not at this point, but boy, earlier in the half, I would have thought he'd have been in. Hopefully nothing's wrong with him.
Right. It might be just situation of the game. They might want to put shooters out there to spread out the floor.
Rhodes and Brett dumped it off. What a pass to Hinton. Holy cow. Jalen with 20. And the Mock lead grows to 11, and Tampa running out of time. Bacon, what a move inside. Lost the ball. Somehow got it back. Here is Diaz for the deep 3. Holy cow. How about Gio Diaz? 19 points. He averages 3.6. Wow. Well, I'd say Tampa has found another scoring guard without a doubt.
Let them kind of just go freely and just, run the offense and shoot.
Yeah, Hillsborough Community College grad, played also in Tampa. And he is good. Under 1 to go. And Rogers, the layup is good. Jair said, let me take it, and I will. He's got 10 in the second half. The Mocs go up 10. We got a half minute to go, and Pat Bacon's going to shoot 2 more. And I think Hansen may foul out, or it should be 4, not foul out. And they will get Brett with his 4th foul. Well, it's been a great duel with those 2 guys. Bacon now will shoot a pair. He is 11 of 13 at the line. He has 9 rebounds and 4 assists to go along with his 30 points. Got it. 31 for Bacon. 1 more. Half a minute to go. And you know the Mocs will probably shoot some free throws. Got them both, 32 for Bacon. 22 points in the second half for Bacon. He had 10 at the break. Well, Tampa's backing up. Looks like they may let the Mocs dribble this thing out. Shot clock is not off, but you can see it's very close, so less than a second to go. And Tampa is going to let it run out. Tampa's going to let this thing run out, and the Mocs are going to get out of here with an 85-77 victory over the University of Tampa. I'm a little surprised here that Tampa didn't try to play, and they probably weren't going to win it. But Brett's just holding the ball, and they're going to be a shot clock violation, I think. Well, they're going to say game over. And the Florida Southern College Mocs will win it by an 85-77 score. The Mocs will get 52 in the second half. Tampa will get 45. And so the Mocs will get out of here with a big win. They go to 16-2 overall. They'll maintain their 9th place national ranking for sure. And they will be 8-2 at the halfway point of this Sunshine State Conference season, as Tampa will now fall to 5-13 and 2-8 overall, and that's a pretty darn good 2-8 team, I would certainly say. 30 points for Brett Hansen, 32 for Pat Bacon. This turned into a big duel with both teams. And boy, it was a very, very good game. Well, Chris Burgess is headed down on the floor, and we are going to send it down to him, and he is with the star of the game for the Mocs. Let's have Chris Burgess along with Brett Hansen.
Here with the player of the game, Brett Hansen. Brett, man, they made it tough tonight, man. I ain't going to lie. But you came out big once again, man. What you do, man?
Yeah, it was tough. They were really physical. Tried to get going to the basket, get my teammates involved, and we grinded out a win.
Man, I know you love battles, man. You had a battle with Bacon tonight, man. I know as a player watching that, I know you take the challenge. I always see you guard usually the best perimeter player. And just tell me how you enjoyed that.
Oh, yeah, it's great. Gets me going. He's a great player, tough kid to cover. But, I liked the battle. It was good. It was a good competition.
So you got Barry coming up Saturday. So what's going to be the game plan trying to beat them?
Same thing. Stay the course and keep working. They're big, physical, so we got to work on everything.
All right, appreciate it, man. All right. Good time win, man. All right, jump back to you.
All right, very good. Thank you very much, Chris. Well, let's take a look at some final statistics here. I think we have them or not yet? Almost coming up here. I can tell you, though, that the Mocs did place 3 in double figures to start off. We'll get the final ones. Oh, there they are. Okay. So Florida Southern winds up 31 of 65 from the floor for 48%. And before we go any further, we're going to have Mocs head coach Mike Donnelly to join us here following this scrappy win over the University of Tampa. Get a chance to talk to Coach Donnelly here following the Mocs' 16th win in 18 games and 8-2 in Sunshine State Conference play. And Coach, first of all, congratulations for the win, but like Chris and I talked about all day, there is no such thing as a free lunch in the Sunshine State Conference. No matter what the record is, you're going to get a tough game.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Tampa did a terrific job. They're down a couple guys, and they did a great job executing their game plan. I'm just happy to get another win and get ready for a practice tomorrow because we got Barry here on Saturday night.
Yeah, Nova was up by 5, I think, with 3 minutes to go down at Barry. So I don't know if we have anything later. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Nova 98-95 with 17 seconds left.
Wow. High-scoring game.
Yes, it was. It was 48-47 at the half in favor of Barry.
Wow.
So it sounds like Nova's going to get it. Well, let's talk about you guys a little bit now. Boy, the one thing that just struck me, I know that Jalen Hinton has had problems at the free throw line. How many practice shots has he taken? Because he was lights out tonight.
He works every day, before practice, during practice, and then he stays. No matter how long we go, no matter if we have weights or foam rolling or whatever, stretch bands, whatever we're doing after practice, he's making sure to get his reps in, and he takes it very serious. And I'm happy for him because I'm looking at the stats here. I knew he made a bunch, but to be 10 of 12 from the line, that's great to see. And then we made progress at the line. And we were 18 of 21, and we needed every point tonight.
Yeah, big time there. And I know that you guys are shooting right around 70%. That's got to be really gratifying to see that number.
Absolutely, absolutely. And, that was a grind-out game, and I thought we did a much better job tonight stepping up to the line and capitalizing.
Well, you out-rebounded him 39-33, and EJ didn't shoot the ball as much tonight, but he led the way with 9 rebounds for you.
We needed every rebound.
Yep,
we told the guys at halftime, we've been focusing on certain things that we want to emphasize to the guys, just trying to keep it as simple as possible. And we told them, It's going to be we have 6 guys averaging double figures. Offense isn't the issue, but we got to do all those little things defensively. And to Tampa's credit, I mean, they hit some really tough shots. But when we needed a big rebound, I thought Jalen was there and EJ as well, which was what we needed.
Well, boy, Gio Diaz had 19 on you tonight, and I think he averages 3.5 a game or something like that.
He had a great game.
Yeah, he did. And, I guess you could say the Spartans found another guard.
Yeah, he had a great game, and he's playing with a lot of confidence. We saw that on film. I think he had 13 against Lynn.
Okay.
And he's doing a good job, making open shots and even contested shots, because the last, couple of the ones he hit in the second half were contested. And, that's what happens. You get an opportunity, and good for that kid, and he's playing with a lot of confidence.
And, boy, we always talk about Brett, and we always talk about Jalen Hinton. Jair Rogers snuck up with 10 points in the second half here, and they turned out to be pretty critical.
Yeah, I was happy. We know he's going to make some threes, but I was happy to see him take the ball at the end and space out and not look to defer to Brett or to Xavier, because he's more than capable of making that driving layup, and we want him to do that. And it was good to see him play with that type of confidence, and I thought he had a really good second half.
So any big keys to the game for you guys tonight, something that you feel like really made the difference? I know that you struggled here to finish against Palm Beach Atlantic on Saturday, but you did finish tonight.
We did, and I thought we built an 11 or 12-point lead, and we're just having trouble since we got back from Christmas break, to be quite honest, taking that 11 or 12-point lead
and
stretching it to 16, 17, 18, and that's what we were really good at in that first semester. But I think you can look at some breakdowns defensively, some undisciplined fouls.
Okay.
I thought we had some bad reach-ins, and it's sometimes offensively it's been maybe a quick bad shot. But even though we give our guys a lot of freedom, we got multiple guys who can make plays. But I think it's been a turnover that's kind of slowed us down.
Okay.
I think we had 3 straight in kind of the middle of the second half where we just couldn't get ahead. And what's also been setting us back is missing free throws, and we didn't do that tonight. But Tampa hung with us tough, and we had to grind out that game, and we got a big one here on Saturday night. But we're happy to be 16-2?
Yeah, 16-2 and 8-2 at the halfway point. So you're halfway home in the Sunshine State Conference, and again, it looks like, just looking at all the numbers, you just win, and it's all in front of you.
Yeah.
It's hard to do, though.
It's hard to do.
I get that, yeah.
It's hard to do when we're out of sync. We talked about the halftime. I was pretty calm with the guys. They did a lot of talking. I just think that, we're a little out of sync, a little out of rhythm. We're having good practices, though.
Okay.
That's encouraging. We had really good 2 days of preparation. I thought the guys were locked in video yesterday. So I think it's just, honestly, it's just maybe a little bit of a slump in terms of rhythm and timing that we're kind of going through right now. But we have Barry,
That's
Saturday
tough
night.
one coming up, yep.
We have some tough ones. We're at St. Leo next Wednesday, and then Embry-Riddle here.
Embry-Riddle. That's kind of a little bit of a murderer's row there in the league.
We got a tough stretch, but you could just worry about today and not tomorrow. That's kind of what we've been telling the guys. And we just got to figure out different ways to keep our heads clear and not put too much pressure on ourselves. And I know the guys all want to do well, and sometimes you forget that's maybe the biggest issue. The guys are pressing because everybody wants to do well.
Yeah,
and we're getting
and they're still college kids too.
Absolutely,
yeah.
And you could tell we were pressing, but hopefully we'll get that out of your system. The best way to do that is just stay positive and go live in practice.
Well, and I would think, too, the fact that you've now made the top 10, number 9 in the country, that I'm sure the guys see it and say, that's really something. We got to keep this going.
And, I was thinking when I was walking up to see you, Jim, maybe I'm not talking about it enough. We barely have talked about it.
Okay.
I did bring it up at halftime. I said, hey, that's a positive thing. It's a great thing for you. You've earned it. Enjoy it and go out. But no one's expecting you have to win these games by 20 or 30 points, and sometimes you
just win, baby,
maybe
right?
We're pressing a little bit, but maybe we need to just have an open dialogue about hey, this is where we are. We have a great opportunity, and you can't put too much pressure on yourself.
No,
just keep it simple. And the premise of what we do, Jim, is trying to keep things really simple on both sides of the ball. And the things that we were doing a great job of by just executing that simple, we've just been inconsistent over the last couple of weeks. But I don't see why we can't fix that and get back into that rhythm and groove that I know we can get into.
Well, you beat Barry down there back before the holidays, and you did it without Jalen Hinton, one of those games that he missed. What has Barry done to get so good since then?
They're an experienced team. They're extremely well coached. They have guys that are winners. You know,
Okay.
that's a winning program.
Yep.
That was a huge win because we were coming off a tough Embry-Riddle loss.
Yep.
And, you know, we were surprised that Jalen wasn't able to make the trip. He had suffered a concussion.
Right.
And guys just were locked in and really were ready to battle. And I think that was maybe the lowest shooting percentage game that we played. I think I was looking at the stats the other day. I think we shot about 39%, if I'm not mistaken, against Barry. But we still scored 80 points because of our pace and tempo. And we guarded and we rebounded.
Okay.
And we played really confidently and we played really aggressive. And that's really what we're going to be talking about these next 2 days, about taking the floor with that swagger, with that aggression, because we're going to need that because they're athletic, they're physical. Like I said, they're well coached, and they're a winning program, and they'll come up here expecting to win. They beat us here last year. We only had, I think we went 16-2 here last year, and that was one of our losses. So I think it's exciting though. I want to convey that to our guys. Embrace the challenge.
Well, you had 52 in the second half tonight. Let's hope that's a sign of things to come moving forward.
Yeah, and I think we did a much better job getting into a flow and a rhythm. We did have some turnovers that, wasn't great. I see we had 12, 12 for the game. But, take it for what it's worth. We grinded out a win, and teams are making us really work, but we're finding a way to get wins. And at this point, that's all that matters. We're 8-2 in the conference, and embrace the challenge of playing in a big game on Saturday night. Should be fun.
Well, congrats, Coach. We'll see you Saturday against the Buccaneers.
Thanks, Jim.
All right. Mocs head coach Mike Donnelly. We'll get Chris up for some final words, and then we'll go ahead and get on out of here and let everybody go home. As the building clearing out here now. And Chris, a big win tonight, 85-77. I guess you could say it's a grinder type game.
Yeah,
it was one of those where you just had no chance to really catch a breath because every time you thought you could, Tampa came back.
Yeah, Tampa did a really good job. Like I said, in the first half, they made it really difficult. Second half, we did a better job of just attacking more, but they still stayed their course. They made big-time shots to keep it close, to keep it interesting, but we still came out at the end and got the win.
Well, we will see you Saturday night. Women at 5:30 and men at 7:30. Should be fun.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm ready for that. Yeah, especially who won tonight, Barry or Nova?
Nova won 102-97. So the Mocs will be officially second in the conference. And boy, that means they're going to have to get some help against Nova, and they're going to have to beat Nova next time down there.
It's going to be a fun game though Saturday.
Oh yeah, very much so. Well, thanks again. My thanks to Kent for being our producer, to Blake and Busey running the cameras here, to George down on the floor running that third camera, and most of all, thanks to you for watching and listening here tonight. We look forward to talking to you again on Saturday night when the Mocs take on the Barry Buccaneers. I'm Jim Henderson. We'll talk to you again on Saturday. Take care, everyone.